How you doing? So yes, you are seeing correctly. I did disappear for 2 years, and now I'm back. So hi. It wasn't really 2 years. It was more like three, to be honest. Almost three. So hi. I'm back now. Um, I may or may not have first been completely unable to film because of logistical reasons. And then after about 3 months, I may have forgotten that I was supposed to be filming because I was in a very stressful time in my college degree. So now I'm not anymore. I have started a different master's that I love. Um, you know, as opposed to how I felt about my major. So that is very nice. And yeah, we're back. I suppose. I suppose we're back. We're back for now. We'll see what the future brings. Because clearly I can't be trusted. So I have been knitting the last 2 years, but I may do a video just talking about every single one of those things, which are a lot, or I will just wear them and talk about them while I'm wearing them. We'll see what happens. Because I live in Lisbon, but I'm currently vacationing, kind of. I'm spending the summer at my parents' house, so I don't actually have all the things here. And when I get back, we'll see what I do. But anyways, one thing that I do have, because I wear a lot during the summer, opposed to like woolly things. I'm Portuguese, so yeah, woolly things in the summer doesn't work. Is this top, and this top is my own design, which I'm incredibly proud of. It was the second pattern I've ever like written and like put out into the world, and I absolutely love it. It's like an open back, and yeah, if you like it, I will leave the Ravelry link in the description. So, but it's very nice. I finished it like a year and a half ago, I think, like beginning of summer last year. And I've worn it so many times, summer, went like all year round. And it's a really nice cotton. It's a Portuguese brand. I have some. And this is mostly what I make all of my summer tops in because it is such nice cotton. It is Flemish Squat for nature. And they have so many cute colors, such a durable cotton, and it's great, really, if you can find it. I'm not sure how easy this is to find outside of Portugal. Just a shame that I don't live, I passed there going to Lisbon from my parents' house to by their factory, and it's such a shame that I don't have like a factory store, because I would go absolutely insane at that factory store. But I don't, so that's a shame. But anyways, I did finish a sweater last week, which that would be the type of finished object that you would put in a podcast episode. But I am terrible at this, and I decided yesterday that I was gonna film this. So I don't actually have it. I took it back to Lisbon, and then I came back stupidly. So I will insert some video of it, of me wearing it. And it's the porcelain sweater. And I used Mondi yarn, which is also a Portuguese yarn by Artesania. And it is absolutely beautiful yarn. It is also the yarn I used in the socks. They advertise it as sock yarn. I feel more comfortable wearing the socks I've made in this yarn like this, like barefoot, or with like some clogs or something that doesn't have a lot of friction onto the socks, and I'm like not walking a lot, stuff like that. Then I feel more comfortable wearing my socks knit in like Raggio yarn or something like that when I'm actually like hard wearing them. But they do advertise it as sock yarn, even though it is 100% wool and non-superwash, which is a little scary. But it works. Like it works. It's a sock. It doesn't have any holes, despite the fact that it's probably one of the first socks I ever knit. It's spilling quite a bit, and it has felted quite a bit, but doesn't have any holes yet. So, none of my socks have any holes in them actually, which is weird. I do take care of them a little bit more than like bought socks, but also it's very nice. I don't take care of them that well. But yeah, I'm gonna like you're watching the video, and it was Mondi and Isayer mohair, and I usually never splurge in that type of mohair, and it is so soft. It is absolutely beautiful fabric, and I'm so excited for winter so that I can wear it. It is a little bit smaller than I kind of expected it to be, which is compounded by the fact, it was a compounded mistake. I chose the smaller size despite the fact that I probably shouldn't have if I wanted something a bit more oversized. And I kind of like trusted myself that I knew my gauge in that yarn, in that like combination of yarns, which I usually do. But I think I tightened it a little bit more, probably because of the color work and I don't know, the fact that I hadn't been knitting on a sweater for quite a bit of time. I don't know what happened, but the whole thing kind of like is 1 or 2 centimeters smaller than I expected it to be. But it's still really comfy, and I still like, I can't wait to wear it. And again, I'm Portuguese. I can't really wear sweaters with a lot of other pieces of clothing underneath because I would boil alive. So something that's tighter to my body is completely okay for this type of weather, because I'll probably wear it with like just a t-shirt underneath, and I am 100% warm for the vast majority of days in the thick of winter. So yeah, I haven't finished anything else in the last couple of months. So we're gonna start on whips because I have started a lot of things, which is usually what happens when you're trying to like get back from summer in which you didn't knit that much. At least to me, that's what happens. So I'm gonna show you what I finished lately, what I've started lately, sorry. So one of the first things that let's start with like the all finished stuff, because I have these 2 socks. This sock, I have been doing this sock. This sock has been like, laying about my house. I think I didn't watch it back, but I think if I went to watch back my 2 podcast episodes, I talked about this sock. This sock has been meaning to be finished for about 2 years or 3 or something along those lines. It is an absolutely lovely sock. I don't think the yarn particularly works with such a beautiful, delicate pattern, but it's still a really cute sock that matches my style. So that's very good. Like, despite the fact that maybe it's not, the best combination, which it would never be, because it was one of my first socks, like, not one of my first socks, but definitely like first 5 pairs of socks. I was not really versed on sock knitting, so that was always gonna happen. I have the yarn for the other. I don't have currently the needles because I only use DPMs for socks. I don't currently have the needles, but as soon as that sock is done, I'm gonna start on the second one and finish the second one so that this can stop haunting me in my dreams. Another sock that I finished last winter is this one, and I finished this about in February, like this past February, and it is beautiful. It's gorgeous. By the way, this is the Maj sock. I don't Marsh, by Sari Nordland, and it's lovely. It's beautiful. I love Sari Nordland's patterns. They're always like they never disappoint. You know, they may be quite simple and just a little lace, but they're always super well written and imaginative, like different. They're not like fully 100% basics. There's always something there, and they're always lovely, I, gorgeous. This is the Forest Fruit Sock by a designer that I will have the name of on the screen because I don't think I've ever knit anything from them. I just found the sock and I thought it was really cute. So this was the first ever stranded colorwork thing I made before I got onto. No, this wasn't it. This was the second. Oh, I can get the socks that were the first actually. Okay, so I was supposed to be wearing these today because they match my outfit much better than these ones. But I washed them all yesterday, and since they're stranded colorwork, they have like two layers of fabric. They're not dry yet. But these were the first thing I ever did in stranded colorwork, and they're such an easy pattern, and I have no idea what the name of it is, but it will be here. But it's like in a collection of three patterns in one, which is great. Anyways, they're lovely, they're beautiful. They are fully made in Arveta from Filcolana, and three colors of it. I think this top one is called Ballerina, and that's what I know from them. I made this quite a while ago. Quite a while ago. Like easily a year and a half ago or more. I remember being with my friends in a cafe, meeting them, and I haven't been to that cafe in years. So, yeah. But these were the first ones I made. And then, before I ever went on to sweaters, which I've made three now, finished three now, I also made this sock, um, which I did the color work of, and then the whole sock was just boring. So I started making sweaters because I thought color work so much fun, which it is. But yeah, then I took like 6 months to make this sock, which I could have done in a day. Not a day, like definitely 3 days. So I took 17 million years to knit this, and then I never touched it again. And 3 days ago, I had a doctor's appointment and I needed something little that I could take. And I finally started the ribbing of it. So this is on 2.25 millimeter needles, DPNs, and this will be done soon, as soon as possible. This is the contrasting color which I'd used for like some socks for my mom. For Christmas 2022, I think, and I just used as a contrasting color because it looks cute, it looks nice. So these are these. I'm gonna try to finish them as soon as possible because this second sock situation is not sustainable anymore. I can't have full pairs of socks that don't match. Like this, they could at least be a little bit similar, but they're like night and day. It just doesn't work. However, before this resolution, this new September resolution, I had cast on this, which is the pressed flower sock by also someone I will put on the screen. Very sorry, people I don't know the name of, but they are gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're not actually stranded colorwork, they're just split stitches, and they make such an interesting fabric, and they're such an interesting sock, and I'm very excited about them. And I'm so excited about them that I knit about this yesterday on a 2-hour bus ride. So that was very exciting. I am doing the heel, then I'm doing the foot, which I'm still deciding if I'm going to do fully in this fabric or just the top and then the bottom's just like stripes or something. We'll see what happens. But They are beautiful, they're gorgeous, they're great. They are in the needles that I need for my socks. I'm very sorry, Northlands. I do not speak Finnish, and I don't actually know the rules of pronouncing Finnish, so we're just gonna have to deal with that until I shut up about socks. I think I will finish this sock, do that second sock, so that it's done and over with, and then finish this second sock. Also because, the patterns can get a little bit repetitive when you're always doing the same thing, so it's kind of good to change it up. And then be done with the socks. Be done with all the socks, so that I can start new socks. Mostly like normal ones, because having all socks be like intricate things is also not working for me, gonna be honest. Which is also, to be honest, I only didn't finish this because this has bubbles. No, it's not bubbles that they're called. Bubbles. It has bubbles all throughout the sock. And knitting bubbles is not fun for me. I hated it. I don't even think they look good. So that's a very big shame. Kind of wish that I hadn't done and just done the top. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I don't even like this sock. I like the sock. I think the pattern is lovely. I think the resulting sock in this color just doesn't work. Like, it was my mistake, fully my mistake, 100% my mistake. But like, can you imagine how cute this would have been if I made a normal vanilla sock and then made this pattern in like a normal color? It would have, or like a slightly hazy gray or something like that. It would have been so cute. I just didn't do that. So that's life now. And then my mom is completely unhelpful, and she's like, "Oh no, she's so cute. You can't take it apart. You can't frog it." So I don't know. I don't know if I can frog it. I mean, I can frog. Like, I don't know if I should. So yeah, it just doesn't. I'll wear them, sure. It feels like such a waste of time to make something that looks slightly pox-marked. It feels like she had the chicken box, which is a shame. Little little sock. She's beautiful. Feels like an ointment would probably help her. But what's in here? Oh my god! This is another one of those. This, I don't think I showed this in any episode, but I almost could have. This is another one of those that has been traipsing around my house for much too long, and I hate it. I don't hate. I love. The thing is, when I say I hate a whip, I hate the concept of having to knit on that whip. I absolutely adore the concept of wearing that whip. I really wish I could wear it right now. I'm simply hating the process of knitting on it. So I had already, once I started this, I had already knit a sweater in this yarn in a different color. This is Bruska by Artrusidia. It's also a Portuguese yarn. I always like to use local yarns. Artrusidia is very committed to using like specific breeds of Portuguese sheep, and it's a whole thing, right? And I like it. But somehow this yarn feels like it was born peeling, and it wasn't. It's just that it's so irregular and rustic that it doesn't look, it's like in the ear on the ribbing. It's so irregular, and it's so unsoft. It's prickly. It's tough. It's a tough fabric. And that's kind of the concept of the yarn, is that it's hard wearing and all that. But Jesus Christ. Genuinely, like, how hard wearing did it have to be? And also, what's missing on this sweater is 2 sleeves, is finishing this sleeve, ribbing, and a whole other sleeve. That I would have to count all of these ribs again because I don't remember what I did on this first sleeve. I have no idea if I followed. This is the Louvre sweater by Petit Knit, by the way. I have no idea if I followed the instructions or not because very often I will just make up my own sleeve because every single Nordic designer is going to have much longer arms than me because I am 1.5 meters tall and they're like 1.80 meters. So yeah, I'm always gonna have to like fix that. So I usually just like know what I like and just make it up. And I don't remember what I did. I have no idea. Because these sleeves are also quite short. The Louvre sleeves are quite short, and then the ribbing is what like gives it the length. So I may just have like done the proper one. I don't know. But you know what I mean? I'm not looking forward to this. Also, I am not allergic to wool, but I had a very big allergy crisis during this summer and I had a horrible reaction to this sweater. And I think it was something on the sweater, like dust or dust mites or something like that, which I'm allergic to. But I had such a horrible reaction the only time during the summer that I tried to knit on it that I don't really want to. It's so, I don't know, it's not itchy like normal wool. There's something on it that's not agreeing with me. Or maybe it's just it, but I don't think so because I've used this yarn. So either it's the dye, which is possible because I used it in gray, or it's a sign that, but I think it's so cute. Like it's such a normal, basic sweater, but in a fun color for winter. For those like really ugly days that you don't even want to leave your house, but you have to because you have like classes or work or errands or whatever it is that you do all day. It's one of those things that are going to cheer you up. You're comfy and normal. But oh my goodness, this sweater does not want to be made, and I don't want to make it. I just want to wear it, and I can't. It's missing a full sleeve. It's like I could finish if it was just a little bit of sleeve. I would finish it. No, it's a full sleeve. And sleeves, my gosh. Anyways, on to the last whip that's slightly been abandoned because all the others I am actively knitting on. Okay, so all the others that I will be showing, the last 3, 2.5, you'll see, I'm actively knitting on. This one not so much. So this one, as that one, but that one was already removed from those apparatuses. This one was freeze for 3 weeks to try to kill whatever was making me allergic to it. I have no idea if it worked, but I'm not coughing and wheezing, so, So that's why it's in this contraption. It won't go back to it. This nice bag will be used for something else. It will not be thrown out just because of this, obviously. But this sweater is something that I'm making up. And I'm really excited for it. This is in Drops Air. And the reason why I'm so excited about it, but I haven't knit on it for months, is because I have lost 8 balls of Drops Air. How do you lose 8 ginormous balls of fluffy lilac yarn? I have no idea, but I have looked for it everywhere. I remember it being on its little bag that I ordered, like in which the order came. I took 2 skeins and that was it, and I left the other 8 or 6. I don't actually remember the number I bought, but I know it's enough. I know I did the maths. And they're gone. They are simply gone. So I haven't been touching this because I don't know what the hell's going on there. But the concept of it is really cool. Is that I just take random stitch patterns that I find on Pinterest and I apply them. So you can see that there's all types of like waffle stitch, this whatever holy thing, just normal seed stitch, some cables, some, this is the pattern from the cardigan number 6 by Favorite Things Knitwear, some garters, some, I don't remember the name of this, more cables, you know, like every single thing that I can remember can be made by knitting and purling. I will be doing this. I will be doing. And I think it's such a cool concept and it's turning out so good. And it's nice and oversized, just like throw it over whatever you're wearing. Nice and warm, but really, really light. You can just like wait for spring and autumn that you can like bumble it up at the bottom of your bag. And I can't knit on it. Where did they go? I have no idea. Like, I have no idea. I have looked over every atom of my parents' house and of my apartment, and it is nowhere. I have no idea where that bucket went. And I did like a full spring clean on my apartment a couple months ago. I was already looking for these back then. The search for them was what partially motivated that spring clean, and they're gone. So, yeah, I hope I can go back to this. At this point, that feels, I don't know what that feels like. They're gone. It's like there's a black hole in my life, and they went through it, and then that's it. I have no idea what's going on, to be honest. I have no idea. Frankly, I wish I could do it. I wish I could make it. I was so excited for it. I thought it was going to be so cute. And then they disappeared. So, I truly, I don't know. But anyways, my most exciting whip, and the one that I haven't really been knitting on because it's messy and it makes me upset, makes my mom upset. So yeah. But I'm so excited for it. It's also really, really warm, so I'm not like in a hurry to finish it because there will be at least 4 more months before I can wear it. At least 4 more months. Probably much more than that. Last year we got like a little bit of January was cold, and then it was February and like half of March, and that was it. The rest of the year was really warm. So yeah, I have a lot of time. I'm filming this on the 29th of August, so I have a lot of time. But yeah, I keep it on the bag in which the order came, which is absolutely great. It's from Las Tijeras Mágicas in Spain. That's lovely. And this is the pattern, which I'm not going to show you because it's fake. You didn't see it. But this is the first sleeve of it, and it's just going to be a ginormous wool sweater, like really, really large. I didn't actually do a gauge swatch because I figured that since the gauge was so large, I'm using like 6mm needles, I think, 5.5mm needles. Since the gauge was so large and everything, and it's bottom up, so I was gonna start with one sleeve and then the body and then the other sleeve. I think maybe just do the sleeves. But anyways, since the gauge was so large, I just figured I would do the first sleeve, see if it fits, see if it's like good. Like this is already enough for me to see if the gauge is good or not, and it is. And so that's it. The concept of it is going to be one of those like Pinterest, like the ones that got quite famous a couple months ago. I don't know, but they're like really big and woolly and like full on color work and really colorful. And the concept is there's these flower looking things, but essentially the pattern repeats every 32 rows, and I'm gonna do 32 rows in this pink, which is Plotloppy color 1425. Then the main color is just their normal off-white, is color number 1, and then the other 32 rows, the contrasting color is going to be this orange. I don't think I have the number off here. Oh dear. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't think... No, it isn't here. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to see if I can find it and put it on the screen. But yeah. I don't know if it's already like... You can already see anything that's happening, but I am so excited for it. Yeah. I feel like I'm having a slight allergic reaction. I'm so scared I'm allergic to wool. I think I'm really scared. Anyways, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, next time I go to my allergist, I'm gonna bring this up because this can't be happening. This absolutely can't be happening. Anyways, I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to switch colors and actually like see it happening. And yeah, I think it's gonna be such a cool sweater. It's gonna be absolutely huge. It's gonna be so much warmer than I would ever need in this country. But you know, you never know. You never know what may happen. You may need it. I may need to emigrate to Iceland. And then what? And then I would need Icelandic wool, obviously. Anyways, so on to the last one whip and a little that I actually started yesterday, because the wool for this arrived yesterday, and they are not for me, they are 2 gifts. So the wool for this is Drops Lima, and the first one, this one's for my dad, and this is an Icelandic sweater in this type of pattern. This is the swatch that's still a little bit, still not fully dry. But it gave me like enough information that I knew, you know, I knew it was fine. I'm not very worried about it, if you haven't noticed. But anyways, this is what I've knit today. I did the ribbing yesterday, and then because this is technically a Louvre sweater by Petite Knit, that I think is like a really cool and easy raglan sweater. I am doing his in size M, I think. And so I had to do the mats for putting the pattern onto it. And so I did the ribbing yesterday, then I did the mats this morning, and then I started it this morning. So this is all how much I've knit. He's tried it on, he likes it, and I am very excited for it. I've been wanting to make something in this pattern. I think the pattern is so absolutely gorgeous. I want to make one for myself eventually, probably like white with some color. So like some, like not so dark as this, but I think it's absolutely lovely. The colors, he chose the colors himself. Just let him on the website and he just, you know, went for it. So yeah, they are, the contrasting color is color 100, and the main color is color 701. It's this petrol looking color, and it's lovely. I think it's a really cool sweater, and I hope I can finish it in, you know, in a decent amount of time. And if I can't, it will be a Christmas gift. So that's that. The other one I haven't started, but I ordered it specifically for this. This is 100% what will be done from this wool. It's also Drops Lima. It's in this really nice kind of feathered brown beige type thing, and it's gonna be a v-neck vest for my mother. We are in talks, we meaning me and me, really, because, you know, she just told me like a v-neck vest, go for it. just make me one. We are in discussions about making the Stockholm vest, I think it's called, by Petite Knit. Because the gauge is the gauge is correct for this yarn. That was the plan originally, but both Petite Knit and other, it's a very common gauge. It's DK weight yarn and 4mm needles. I think it's like 21 stitches per 10 centimeters, like the most normal gauge possible. And so I'm still looking if there's a nicer one, if she wants it like longer, smaller, more dropped shoulder, less dropped shoulder, stuff like that. I'm like gathering a couple, and then I'll start, because it's also only a vest. I'll probably make it quite quickly. I'm much more worried about that sweater and how quickly I can make it, because I don't think it's quickly at all. Because I know I'll get distracted eventually, and then I'll get distracted eventually. Because I know myself. There's no point in me planning not to get distracted. I better just plan to get distracted and then deal with it as we go. And you know, I have time to do this. Theoretically, I should have started this first, because she will be wearing it before a full sweater, because it's only a vest. But I was so much more excited about the color work. Because I mean, truly, I was so much more excited about trying something new than doing like a normal stockinette vest that I just did. And it's a gift, and you don't look a gifted horse in the mouth, so. So yeah, I think that's that. This was a very bad podcast episode, I am aware. I am quite well aware that this was not great. But hopefully we can return to forum and have some nicer ones soon. I don't have any, like, this is the only thing that I bought, received, got. And like this and all the colors, because they're all drop sleeveless, so they all, the greens are down there, the whites are somewhere around there. I'm not sure, but this is all I've received, and these, but like, yeah, that's what I bought. That's what, because I haven't been knitting much, so I wasn't like buying anything new. Now that I've started, I will finish at least one sweater before, I think. Let's not plan. I can't plan clearly. Because the thing is, I can plan like my life, but I refuse to plan my knitting because it's my hobby, and the second that I have like really strict goals, I completely lose all possible joy that I had for it, and then I'm just sad and stressed, and I'm already like sad and stressed about other things for me to be sad and stressed over my hobby. So yeah, I don't really plan what I'm gonna be knitting. I don't buy just wool and keep it at home. That I don't like to do. I like to buy wool for a specific project. But when I have it, I don't really like, oh, I have to finish this, and then I have to finish this, and then I have to, like, no. That's also how I end up with sweaters traipsing around for 2 years. And that's also why I end up not coming back to my YouTube channel for 2.5 years. But you know, better that than crying about my supposed hobby, because that's just goes against everything I believe in, to be honest. That seems absolutely terrible and not healthy at all. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If anyone's gonna watch this after 2.5 years, if you do, lovely, thank you very much for staying until the end. And if you don't, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Good for you. I'm sure you have better things to watch anyways. Yeah, bye-bye!